Okay, everybody, welcome back. My name is Tim, and we are going to do another gameplay walkthrough of Project Zomboid Build 42. Now, I have spawned in Muldraugh. I've been playing for... This character is 2 days deep. Day 2 or 3. I don't have a watch yet. It might be day 4. I've slept a couple of times. It's hard to say. But I did spend an entire day reading books. So I have quite a few little perks. I have quite a few skill perks built up with this character. This is going to be a casual builder run. I gave myself quite a few skill points. I gave myself the starter kit. I reduced rear vulnerability. And I enabled multi-hit. I also made all of the zombies normal instead of random on all of their traits. So I should have a little bit of a more uniform experience today than I've had with some of the previous runs. Let's see what we've got going here. I've got just the bare basics that I started with. Nothing super impressive that I've found yet. I have a key to the police vehicle that was at the my starting location, but I don't have any gas for it. So we're going to find that eventually. I think the plan is, though, to establish a base and build what I consider in plain sight here in northern Muldraugh. I like this fenced-in home convenience store combo that I'm approaching here from the south, or from the east, I suppose. Here we see the convenience store coming up. Now, assuming it's not crowded and I can clear the area without all of the windows and doors being destroyed, I really, really like this as kind of an intermediate Muldraugh base. It's also kind of a difficult to do long-term base. That's another reason that I like it, because the crowds do end up getting pretty thick in this area. Now let's go ahead and put that leather coat on. That's going to help us out short and long term. And, okay, so we got some fence dwellers there. Let's make sure I don't have any side that I need to deal with. They're going to come out here and start shattering windows. Okay, there's one. Let's go ahead and get this one dealt with. Try and keep the bodies in one little area. Try and keep the bodies in one area here. And then we'll jump the fence here in just a moment. Actually, it might be safer to... I don't think you can. This place has got a really interesting layout. If I had a screwdriver, I could dismantle some stuff. Come here, son. Okay. Alright, feeling better about this now. Let's go ahead and deal with this one, too. Again, trying to keep our windows and doors at a minimum level of broken. Alright, so that'll help if anything's locked up here. See, I really dig this place because you got your convenience store facade or front here, you got your tall fence all the way around, you got your home, and then you got your, like, a little construction site and a shed. And then there's actually some really good gardening space, like, right next door that you can kind of co-op. You can kind of take for your own. Oh, no. Okay, well, were there none in the back, so I don't have to worry so much about that. I'm just going to make sure there's none inside and then go deal with any coming up on me. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, okay, come on. Come on. Please don't break my house. I'm eyeballing a move-in date. Please don't ruin this for me, sir. Alright, we got any others straggling in? It's close enough to my spawn point that it might not draw a huge crowd. Alright, well that wasn't awful, I don't think. I got a couple of stragglers coming up from over here we'll go ahead and take care of. Alright, get this little group knocked out of the way real quick. Make sure they don't have anything interesting on them. Flynaffs aren't particularly interesting, but I'll still take it. And let's check this vehicle real quick. Make sure there's nothing cool in the back. Ah, you're not going to let me peek even? Come on. Oh, there wasn't really much of anything interesting in it, so I guess it's not that big a deal that it didn't let me peek. It's early enough that I will take a plastic bottle that's empty. Let's go ahead and deal with what's in this parking lot driveway. Yeah, this is going to be my farmland. The question's going to be, do I enclose all of it? I don't know, that feels like a lot of work, especially in an area that's not going to have like a bunch of trees for me to chop down. Like, I'm going to have to transport planks in, probably. That is a really nice garden space, though. I really like it. I really like it. Okay, locked windows, locked door. Am I going to have to make a rag and break shit? Gotta love equipping band-aids. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. So we'll come back for all that. That is good to know that that's there. Good to know. All right, cool. Cool. So we got chickens back there, too. There's 7 planks right there. That's convenient and handy and cool. Let's make sure the neighbor's house isn't completely trashed before we start moving in next door. Anything urgent we can take with us? Oh, hell yeah. Yes, I want that radio. Thank you. I don't need it. I want it. It is a want, not a need. All right. So nothing great in this house, but also nothing that's going to, like, screw me up long term. Having it next door. All right, one more Zed to kill. And then we can feel a little bit more comfortable moving in next door. There's a watch. Excellent. I get really frustrated when I can't find a watch right away. Okay. So let's go back to the crib. Check it out. I don't think this house ever spawns with a basement. I don't think I've ever seen it have one. How in the... Where did you come from? Where did you come from? And you! Hey. Is it because I left the door open? I am so confused. I thought for sure I'd cleared that area. Like, I would've... I'm so confused. I don't see any broken glass. Was there a room I didn't explore in there? There must have been. There must have been a room I didn't check. Huh. Well, I am far from a perfect player, so I guess that makes sense, but... Like, that tracks... Oh... There were some... Damn it. Well, at least that's an interior window. That's not the end of the world. Ah, another broken window there, too. Oh, well. Interior windows. Again, not the end of the world. Frustrating, but not the end of the world. Alright, so let's go ahead and deal with this one before she breaks more shit. Again, it would be an interior window, so not a big deal. Just frustrating. Just frustrating. Alright. Where were they? I didn't see these guys anywhere. Oh well. Can't win them all. I really wish they would make these ladders climbable on the sides of buildings. Unless, are they? They're not, are they? Okay, I was going to say, surely not. Surely that's not something that I've overlooked. Alright. So I'm not here to clean this out at the moment. I am just here to see if there's anything urgently useful. Nope. Not really. The water bottles help, especially when they're full. Might as well eat that fresh cheese. Let's see, what else we got here? Anything interesting? Oh, that's kind of helpful. Huh. A little bit of a gardening store almost. And then some goodies back here too. I would shit myself if there was a sledge back here. Well, I'm not literally, but oh, crowbar though. A bunch of good stuff. Bunch of good stuff. Wow. This place is stacked. Should have come here looking for stuff in previous runs. Alright, so that is a lot of foodstuffs that I've got here. Like, well over a month's worth. And almost every tool I could imagine, except for a sledge. Which is fine. Oh, so that feels real good. Yeah, so this is an absolutely good start. This is a start that I do not want to screw up. So let's go ahead, clear out everything of interest from here. So it's not a whole lot left. Not a whole lot. Let's go ahead, like I said, clear everything from this front room. That back room is going to stay pretty stacked. In fact, it's an interesting idea that's formulating around in my brain right now. I think I'm going to follow through on it. Right, that should be everything. Let's go ahead and head all the way into the back. Now, what's on this shelf? How much space does it have? Not much. It's pretty damn full. All right, here we go. We got some space here. Let's see. Let's eat that hot dog. Hell, fresh hot dog. Oh, almost got to eat that. All right, garden basket, you can go in there. Flyer, you can go in there. Comic, brochure. Oh, yeah, let's clear all this crap out. Agriculture 1, we'll hang on to. Might need to read that. Might need to read that eventually. Alright. That's gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna use that somewhere useful. Hoo-hoo. Wood saw is good. Alright, now, what do we got in the bag that I can get rid of? We don't need the dried beans. Let's do that. Do. Faster, buddy. Alright. What, you're not gonna fit? Okay, so let's switch to a different one. Oh yeah, you got lots of room in you. Lots of room in you. Alright, cool. Now, the plan from here... Actually, let's see if I can just... Right. Oh, that's funny. Forgot I forgot I was holding that still. All right, cool. All right, so now this is largely well, almost completely blocked off. Okay, cool. Cool. Now we turn that light on. Excellent. I like this. I like this. Let's see what we got here. I do have quite a bit of food in one of the early homes that I explored or whatever dealt with. However you want to look at it. It's fine. Oh, is it 2:30 in the morning? Oops. I don't like the idea of sleeping in a room that has windows like that, but it is getting pretty damn late. When you're organizing a ton of shit and you don't realize what's going on. All right, so it's 11 a.m. That's probably a late start. Skill-wise, where we at? We're strong and we're fit. Got a little bit of fishing, foraging, and trapping built up. I read a couple of books. Carving's a 5. Carpentry's a 4. Maintenance is a 4. Long blunt's a 2, almost a 3 already. I got fast learner, so that's been a big one for me. All right. So let's do a little bit of neighborhood exploring. Let's do a little bit of neighborhood exploring and random zombie cleanup. Because there's no reason for there to be Zeds in my casual run. All right, so let's go ahead and head west. I think there are some manufacturing areas where I can find some good stuff. Over here to the west a little ways. I'm pretty sure some of the most of the warehouses to the south of town, I think. But either way, we're gonna head this direction. See what we can find. Do a little bit of a walkabout. I won't do an Australian accent because it's bad. Like my version of it, not it, if that makes sense. I'm not some sort of Aussie racist. I think I want to bypass these homes and just walk for a little bit. Let's see what we can find. In particular, I'm going to be looking for actually. Let's go ahead and peek in this garage real quick, just in case there's a sledge. You never know. No, but the hard hat's good. That's a good find. Well, that's a bunch of good stuff. Wow. That garage was freaking stacked. Stacked, I tell you. Right, so let's go ahead. Avoid that restaurant as best I can. Check out this parking lot up here a little bit. Okay, I know where we're at now. I can't remember exactly what's to the north of here, but I don't think it's much. So we're going to cut across this direction. And I don't see any cars that I care about or that I want to peek at. Now this one we're going to go ahead and at least get in. I should have grabbed that bandage, but I'd already gotten back out, and I committed. Alright, so. Yeah, the chicken place is not what I'm looking for either. Wow, that one must have got the That one must have got the really bad hearing from the fucking random. That one must have got the poor hearing. I guess I better deal with you two. At least I got a bat. At least I got a bat. Probably not going to last much longer. Introduction bats are always very, very breakable. We'll put it that way. We'll put it that way. No road crews, no, okay. Well, we got a zippy market here, so we can at least check for some grub. I don't need it urgently, but it's good to know it's there, actually. We'll peek just to see. Damn it. I don't know why I didn't expect that. Feels like I should have. Feels like I should have expected that. I'm not even sure what I'm looking for, if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm always keeping my eyes open for a sledge, but I can't imagine there would actually be one here. Okay, there's a ton of stuff, though. Cool. We'll come back forward eventually. Right now, I don't care. And I'm going to cut inside here, although that feels counterintuitive, but I feel like that's going to draw them from the main road more than it's going to draw them from the back. If I'm wrong, well, if I'm wrong, I'm going to learn here in just a sec. I think that's like an everybody sucks here sort of situation. I don't think I was right or wrong. I think I just was. Sure would like to see a road crew with a sledgehammer. Although that house that I'm staying at, or that I'm currently staying at, does not have a second floor, does it? I could always build one. I think, right? Yeah, yeah. Feels like a lot of work. Alright, I feel like the warehouses are going to be inside in town a little bit from here. I can't remember exactly where they are. Alright, well, we're just going to kind of keep on exploring for now. Alright, there's a couple vehicles that are worth checking out. And then we are getting into the part of town where the warehouses are. Keep an eye on the ground for any loose keys. You never know. Taxi not going to help me out. At least not like that. I'll actually be thorough and check them all, not just the ones that I want. That's frustrating. Because you might be good. I was going to say, why can I not? I'm so confused. Well, at least I got more alcohol wipes. You can get us a shocking amount of medical supplies out of cars. That one was a dud. Generally speaking. Well, So yeah, the plan is this is going to be a big old building episode, or a big old building series. I'm just not sure where I'm going to end up to do the building yet. Oh, okay, so we got a key here. Does it have gas? No. We can get gas, though. We can get gas right next door. Like, right next door. Now, the question is, do I care enough for that vehicle? And the answer is no. The answer is like unequivocally no. Like, I don't care at all about that vehicle. I am going to... Do I have a pencil? I have not grabbed a pencil yet. So yeah, that's not particularly smart. But I'll remember where that's at. Because next door to the gas station, there is a car that I don't particularly want, but that might, at some point, become useful. Alright, that's the furniture store. I don't care about it at all. Alright, check the old red van. Vans. This might be one of the vans that has a big trunk. It is. God damn it, no key though. Okay. I can always build up my skills in hot wired if I have to. Alright, storage units. Wish me luck, babies. How many of them are going to be open? Like one? When I say that, being able to see one. No, two. Two. Two storage units. I miss the good old days of Sesame Street, I guess. I don't know, man. The 70s weren't as great as the nostalgia would have them, I don't think. Alright, nothing so far, but a couple more options that I didn't expect. Rats. Now we'll take a screwdriver, because I don't have one yet. And they're usually very, very common. They're usually, like, laying all over the place. Oh, box of nails is useful, even though Yeah, boxes of nails are always useful. You don't ever want to run out of nails when you're trying to be a builder. Oh, shit. Okay, so if some of those doors are going to open, I gotta actually, like, kill these. Did I get a key? Are they all going to open? No, okay. But the fact that any of them are is kind of crazy. Anything good? Holy crap. That axe is probably useful, if I'm being honest, but I'm not going to get it yet. Man, these are dumb Zeds. Oh no, ma'am. Okay. Got a little concerned there for a second. A little bit concerned there for a second. Excuse me. Alright, we'll check real quick just to see if there's like a universal key in here or something. Ooh, there's a water jug. That'd be nice to grab if I had a heavy-duty vehicle with a lot of trunk space. Alright, so let's just run past this group because I don't want to deal with them. Oh no! Survivor home. Guess I'm gonna fight some Zeds. Well, being strong and having some long blunt skills right off the bat does definitely help. It does definitely help, not gonna lie. Okay. Alright, I thought I might have been free. Guess not. You got mullet man and beardy. Alright. They got dealt with. I could have swore there was another one here with this one. Oh yeah, there's another like 3 or 4. You know what? I'm just gonna ignore them for now. Let's go over here and see what this little murder house here has. Okay, I don't see a crowd inside, and that's always promising. Well, sorta. It could mean a lot of things. Oh shit. Okay. That worried me. I was afraid there were going to be like 6 of them coming out after him. Okay, so that wasn't as bad as I was afraid it was going to be. Oh, come on. Not sure what to think here. Not sure what to think here. This might not actually be as exciting of a find as I thought it was. Oh, nope. It might be, it might well be now that I'm looking. Okay, so you're not going to be able to get in. Let's see what the bookshelf's got. Okay, yep, this is actually a good house. So we got welding 1. Okay, well, that was a whole lot of books to not give me much of anything, but that's okay. It's okay. Let's see. I've got a pipe wrench already. I'll take a crowbar for sure. I'll take the cereal for sure. I'll take the shiv for sure. Everything else I'm not urgent about. Rounds I'm not urgent about. Okay, this is actually pretty good stuff for the most part. Another shiv. Cool. Metalworking 5. Yeah, another crowbar. Okay. And a hatchet. Yeah, you know. A fair amount of stuff. All right, barricaded doors. Oh, right. So I got a lot too much stuff on me now, and I don't really have a means to, go much of anywhere with it. Okay. So, let's check the map here. See where we're at. We spawned way up here next to the CDDA start, and we headed west. I've got my little base right here at the convenience store and home little area. We checked those for a sledge. Let's go ahead and just kind of walk north, and if we have to, we'll drop stuff. Map of Riverside we can drop right away. All right. Now, what can we do in here? Are we hungry? Yeah, let's go ahead and eat that peach. And we'll move those 2 waters onto our normal hands so that we're not thirsty anymore. That's helpful. Now, let's move the shiv to the bag. Screwdriver to the bag. Drop that plank. Okay, that helps a lot. Okay. Now we are in much better shape to deal with this situation. Now here's a church. Can we steal the church van? Stealing the church van sounds like something that you would not do in, like, real life. It's something you would do after, society collapses. Feels like it's a reasonable thing to do in these circumstances. Now, it would be really sweet if we would just run across a construction event here in the streets. Ooh, I will check the back of this truck for anything, though. That could have goodies in it. Nothing super urgent. Why would I not check it to see if it had keys, though? That was almost a silly oversight. But I wouldn't have known, and not knowing is the battle. Because knowing is half the battle. I'm not exactly sure how that works out. I don't know the math on G.I. Joe logic. I should have grabbed the duct tape too. It'll be useful at some point. Oh! Is that a Spiffo van? Perfect potatoes. Well, perfect potatoes. What you got going on? Man. All these work trucks and vans are just useless to me. They are just not having much of anything. I have gone... I want to say at least 10 runs now without a sledge. They are just so rare in 42 now. Or at least it seems like they are. I don't... Maybe it's just a, personal bias or whatever, but... It is extraordinarily hard to find those these days, it feels like. All right, so this is that enclosed neighborhood up here. I don't know that I want to cut through it. I might want to... I might want to go this way. Cut through the woods in the safe fashion. All right. And there we are. So there are actually a whole bunch of trees back there that I can chop. So that's really... This is actually a potentially really cool spot. Potentially. Now, it would be hilarious if there were a sledge in these. They're not. They're just going to be planks, if anything. But a dozen of them, though. That's pretty decent. 24 of them. And 8 steel sheets? Wow. Okay. Oh, 14 steel sheets and 24 planks. That is actually pretty damned healthy amount of stuff there. And my carpentry's already a 4, isn't it? There are already frames here? Wow. So if I were to open this box of nails, say, right, could I just go straight into building walls with what's there? Wooden wall advanced? Yeah, I can. Look at that. Well, let's go ahead and start finishing this up. Let's go ahead and build this up a little bit. I haven't read Carpentry 3, so I mean, it's gonna be a bit, but it's not gonna hurt to have this done, right? Now, I'm not gonna start framing the rest of the building out yet. But getting some walls in here is not gonna hurt anything, right? Getting some walls in here is always useful. Now, that should be it. Oh, wait, no, that's gonna be it. That'll be the 12 from here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, so that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, the buildings on the outside, on the exterior of the fence might be what's the word I'm looking for? Decoys. And this might be the actual dwelling. We'll see. We'll see how far I want to go with this. Apparently I am going to build a couple of frames. Now, were there any left? There was. Okay. Just the one. But it should be enough, yep, to build one more frame. Alright, so that was cool. That was cool. Alright, so the steel sheets are still there, which is good. 56 nails left, so that used 44 nails. That does use a lot of nails. Constructing stuff goes through them quick. Oops, I forgot I had some fresh food on me. Okay. And it's advanced right away, so I don't get those shitty wood walls. God, those level 3 wood walls are garbage looking. Alright, we'll put some windows in eventually. We'll put one here, one here, one here. Yeah, we'll try and four corners the windows. That way there's light coming in. I'm not sure how to go about building a roof, but we'll be able to figure it out. We'll figure it out together. I'm sure there are ways that we can figure this out together. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you all coming by for the first episode of this long play builder run, where I am going to walk through every silly step in the process and every little brain cell spasm that I have while I'm playing, and you guys can just be along for the ride. Let me know if you think there's anywhere in particular I should go look for a frickin' sledgehammer, because I want one. I want one, because once I start building onto the second floor, I'm going to want to pipe in some water and stuff. Actually, if I'm building my own second floor, I might not need a sledgehammer if I'm not going to have to knock walls down. Things have changed, guys. Things have changed. This is going to be a really, really cool run. I'm glad you were here for the ride. Like and sub if you're into this sort of thing, or if you just think I'm sexy or something, that'd be rad. And yeah, appreciate you coming by. Take care.